Well, what's up, guys? GotDave here, motovlogging, because I'm a motovlogger. And I wanted to talk about the difference between motovloggers and YouTubers. Because lately I was watching a video by one of the more popular motovloggers out there. And he's like, yeah, man, he's like, I don't even really consider myself a motovlogger, you know? He's like, I don't really fit in with you guys, you know? He's like, I consider myself a YouTuber. And it was kind of a weird statement. And first of all, it's like, I'm sure that guy out there knows who he is if he watches this video. And you don't have to try to set yourself apart from the rest of the motovloggers by saying that you're a YouTuber, because you already set yourself aside from the rest of the motovloggers by setting a good example. You know, that's something that a lot of motovloggers don't do. A lot of motovloggers are just out screwing around, flipping people off, doing wheelies, not really setting a good example for the new riders as far as like safety goes. And you know, that's why do you think motorcycles are so dangerous? You know, it's not because motorcycles, you know, it's because the people on them are doing stupid stuff. So that's why I put out safety videos, and that's why I first subscribed to this guy's channel like 4 or 5 years ago. You know, I mean, it's been a long time. I've been watching him ever since he pretty much started motovlogging. And he's like, yeah, I'm a YouTuber. And I'm like, well, first of all, let's talk about the differences that I consider between a motovlogger and a YouTuber, okay? There have been a few motovloggers that have switched over to being YouTubers. They have made the transition to being YouTubers, and they're not what I would consider a motovlogger anymore. And they, I'm sure, don't consider themselves motovloggers anymore. They consider themselves like YouTubers, and they are now like a YouTube personality, so to speak. And that is the difference that I see between being a motovlogger and being a YouTuber, is when you're a motovlogger, you're anonymous. You know, like, none of us show our faces. And this guy is totally anonymous. Totally anonymous. It doesn't want anybody to know like who he is. And I don't blame him, because I don't want anyone to know who I am either. You know, like, that's just part of it. And that's the fun part of it for me, you know, is that's kind of like the mystery part, you know, you're like the mystery rider. And another part of it is the POV. You're never really, there's a couple of guys that have cameras, you know, like on their bike pointing at them, you know, like Doc Man does that, like for his videos and stuff. And I think that's cool, because then you know kind of like what the guy looks like as far as like what his helmet looks like or whatever. But there's a lot of motovloggers who don't want that. Yeah, so it's like my message to this guy, or any motovlogger who thinks that he's a YouTuber, it's like, you got to make the switch, dude. If you think that you're a YouTuber, then you gotta do a face reveal video, okay? And then, like, from that point on, you're a YouTuber. And you yourself are like a personality now, and people like connect your face to your voice, and it's a totally different situation. So I would say to this guy, you know, it's like, you think you're a YouTuber, let's see a face reveal video. But if you want to stay Mr. Anonymous, then you need to stop talking nonsense and freaking come to grips with what you are, dude. You're a motovlogger. So, and you're a really good motovlogger, and you set yourself apart from the rest of the motovloggers because you talk about safety stuff and you tell people not to have a fucked up day. That just gave away who it is that I'm talking about. But that's my message, and that's the difference that I see between a motovlogger and a YouTuber. So let me know what you think. You know, like, am I right? Am I wrong? What do you think? And I will talk to you guys later. Peace.